Police are not above the law. Just remember that. Hello, I'm Dr. Virtual. There's been some breaking news regarding the recent shocking news about a policeman and his treatment of another human being who sadly lost his life, George Floyd. And let's get into it. And just for the sake of transparency, if you can call it that, I've seen the video myself and I was completely shocked by it. Not just shocked, but pretty much angry as well. I was fuming when I watched that video. Disgusting. A police officer fired following the death of an unarmed black man in Minneapolis has been arrested and charged with murder and manslaughter. Derek Chauvin, I believe that's how you say his name. If not, I'm sorry. Not sorry though. Was shown in footage kneeling on George Floyd's neck. 3 other officers were sacked over the fatality on Monday. Days of looting and arson in a Minnesota city have boiled over into nationwide protests. I've been seeing all these responses from people pretty much all over Twitter and social media feeds. People have been absolutely outraged by this, and who could blame them? A police officer's treatment of another human being that cost him his life. I'm pretty sure many would actually have an outrage, and quite rightly so. The case has reignited US anger over police killings of black Americans. Hennepin County Prosecutor Mike Freeman said Mr. Chauvin was charged with third-degree murder and noted that the investigation of the other officers is ongoing. This is one of those Black Lives Matter kind of things that happens on Twitter and anything else that gets reported where black lives are unfortunately taken by people in uniform, namely a badge behind it, police officers. It's pretty much going to spark an outrage. But as we can see, this investigation is ongoing, especially with the 3 other officers, and to see the reason why all of this could have been avoided if they had stepped in. Maybe, maybe not, we don't know. But all we do know for sure is that George Floyd unfortunately lost his life due to this police officer's treatment of him. He said he anticipates charges for the 3 other officers but would not offer more details. Mr. Freeman said that his office charged this case as quickly as evidence has been presented to us. That pretty much speaks for itself, so they could be anticipating other charges, as what we've just read, so we don't, not too sure just yet, but there could be that. It could be leaning into that way because this could have been prevented. Loss of life could have been prevented if the other officers would have done something about it. So I don't want this video to drag on for a bit too long. I just wanted to make a video on the recent updates that something is actually being done about this, as you've read from what you've read so far, and pretty much look up on it yourselves. Do a bit of your own research because I pulled this from a popular news source, so it's all good stuff. It's all gold and things like that. Unfortunate that someone had to lose his life in the mistreatment of police officers, but just remember one vital thing: police, you're not above the law, and you can get charged just like anyone else when you do something like that. I don't think you're just going to get away with it simply because you wear a badge. So, I'm Dr. Virtual, thank you very much for watching. You take good care of yourselves, fellow minions. May retro gaming live on, and I'll see you in my next video.